Derek's project has a lot of potential, and he's a fantastic director from looking at his reel.
I love his idea of where he's setting it. I love his idea of, filming on the Isle of Sheppey. I think that's brilliant.
He's got a kind of a real film head on him.
I'm always sort of one step behind emotionally, but deep down I'm very excited that I'm at this stage.
So the challenge with Derek was to try to get his visual sense onto the page as he saw the film in his mind.
It was a very difficult script to start off as a first feature.
Derek almost didn't get through. I mean, the script was definitely the weakest.
Whether that means hurrying another writer in or having a script editor on board, I don't mind. I mean, all I want to do is get my ideas down first, and then if people want to add to that and make it better, then that's great. This idea has been in my head since '96 essentially, so I've learned the long way round on a lot of things.
The project has a lot of potential, and I know he definitely has a strong vision for the film.
My directing experience is stronger than my writing experience at the moment, but I do enjoy it, and I'm always learning stuff. I've never got to this point before with a feature project, so I just want to make the best film it can be. I'm doing a traditional, normal thriller. It's on the fence of reality and fantasy, so you engage in it because it feels believable. It's a believable world. Blackout is a generally dark, gritty thriller set in the barren landscapes of the Isle of Sheppey in Kent. The premise is about a guy, Gary, who wakes up in the middle of a wood next to the dead, battered body of a local girl. All the evidence suggests that she's murdered and raped, but despite not being able to remember anything, he's convinced he's not capable of such violence and flees the scene. However, he soon realises he's unable to get off the island and that the police are already looking for her. So he's forced to cover up the evidence in a desperate attempt to buy time, recall his fragmented memory and figure out what really happened.
Genre, thriller, perfect. I mean, that's what everybody's looking for. Good genre movies. You can't beat a good thriller. So as long as it is, then it delivers. And I would be very excited to see this. If it all comes together.
Derek has clearly got his head around commercial filmmaking. In terms of the international market, if it delivers what he says it can deliver, then I think it stands a fairly decent chance of getting sales internationally.
I think he has a cinematic mind as such. I think he's certainly thought about the location, where he wants to shoot the film and how that can bring value to the narrative without costing a lot of money.
He seems to be very switched on. He seems to know what he wants and what he's doing, and that again I thought was an interesting project.
My producer's focused and we get on very well. I haven't heard a bad word said about her. She's brilliant.
I think for him it's not just a film, it's not just a competition. He's taken different experiences and worked them through Blackout, and I think it says a lot about him.
Through the process, he became a much stronger writer. And now, just from where the project was in the beginning, it's much stronger, it's much more visual, and he's really progressed as a writer.
I do think people will like it. I hope people will like it. But the project's not going to stop. It'll get made one way or the other.